Hey everyone, my name is Gormy. Today I am bringing you guys a survival tactic. Now, what I mean by survival tactic is it is meant for teams that are predicted to finish either bottom or very low in your league table. Now, I decided to test this with Fulham. I thought they were the perfect team to test out with. I did test them more than once. I tested it out twice, was going to go for a third time, but I mean, from seeing what I have gotten both times, it's the exact same results both times, but we did survive in both simulations. Very, very happy that we did. We did get all the way up to 7th at one point, but we did ended up finishing in 14th both times. But without further ado, let's get into the video here. Now, first off, I am going to show you guys how this tactic works. I ended up kind of modeling it off of my 442 defensive masterpiece, which I will link that video somewhere here on the screen or down in the description for you guys. But I did model it off of that tactic. Now, I did change a few things about it. We went with a deep lying forward instead of a poacher up front. So we went with a deep lying forward and an advanced forward. And then instead of fullbacks, we went with wingbacks. Now, with this formation, you definitely want to have a slightly bigger striker if at all possible. Mitrovic is obviously perfect for this role here because I do like having a slightly bigger player that is able to play as a deep lying forward or as an advanced forward. He could play either role very, very well for you. Now, like I said, advanced forward, deep line forward, shadow striker, all three on attack. You got the Mazzala and box-to-box midfielder, both on support, a defensive midfielder on defend. The wing backs are both on support. You have two central defenders, both on defend, and a sweeper keeper on defend. Now, with your deep line forward, his instructions are unchanged. The advanced forward, unchanged. The shadow striker, also unchanged. I believe the only ones that I did change anything on are the wingbacks here. Everyone else is left as is. The only instructions that I changed on the wingbacks is to aim the crosses at center. But as you guys can see here, Mazzala unchanged, box to box, defensive midfielder, central defenders, everyone unchanged besides the wingbacks. The reason why I have them aiming the crosses at center is because when we are in possession, I have them overlapping and I want them to be able to aim the crosses towards Mitrovic and Edmel Lookman as we work the ball into the box. But we like to play wide. Like I said, we like to overlap on the left and the right. We focus play through the middle. We play out from our defense. Work the ball into the box with some low crosses, of course. We love our low crosses here on the channel. Now, our passing directness is set to shorter, and then we have a higher tempo. Now, when we are in transition, we have the counter press and hold shape, and we distribute to our fullbacks. You can also put on distribute to center backs, but I went with distribute to fullbacks. Then goalie distribution type, you don't have to set it. You can if you would like, but I kind of let the goalkeeper do whatever he would like to do. When we are out of possession, we like to use the offside trap, use tighter marking. We have a more urgent pressing intensity. We prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and we stay on feet when tackling to avoid as many bookings as possible. And then we do have a higher line of engagement. I was kind of contemplating on whether I wanted to go standard or higher, ended up going higher, and I mean it did pay off in one competition for us for sure. And then the defensive width, we have got force opposition to the inside. So go ahead, pause as you guys are going through, rewind, take screenshots, whatever you guys need. I am pretty sure I have figured out a way to allow you guys to download the tactics. I need to test it out, may test out with this video. So if you guys see a link in the description for the tactic, let me know if it works. I hope it does. All right, so as you guys can see here, we finished in 14th. Like I said, on 42 points. Like I said, we got all the way up to 7th at one point. Our end of season schedule was it was a tough one because, I mean, we ended up dropping points to teams we should be beating, such as Burnley and West Brom, but then we had to play Liverpool, Man U, Leeds, Arsenal, Chelsea, West Ham, Brighton, Leeds once again. But as you guys can see here, this Leeds game was in the Carabao Cup final, which we ended up winning. But we were able to beat some teams both times that I was kind of surprised with, such as West Ham. I would kind of think that they would have our number, but this simulation and the past simulation, we were able to beat them. The past simulation, we were actually beating Tottenham every time, which was really surprising. But we had some very solid wins. I wish that we could have been more consistent and that we also could have had a slightly easier later on schedule. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, we ended up finishing in 4th. Very, very happy with it. We won the Carabao Cup, like I said, so we qualified for the Euro Cup too, which is awesome. I mean, staying up and being able to qualify for some European competition as basically now a sophomore team, I would say, being that we have survived our first year back up into the Premier League. It was very, very surprising that we were able to win the Carabao Cup because we actually had to beat Man United to get to the final. I believe it was Man United. Let me check that again. Was it Man United? Yeah, it was Man United. So we had to beat Man United to get to the Carabao Cup final, and then we lost to them in the FA Cup. So I mean, they got their revenge, but they were also not playing the best squad against us in the Carabao Cup for sure. But nonetheless, we won it. So definitely good that we were able to bring home a trophy with this formation and be able to survive in the league. Now, the only thing that I wish could have been a little bit better was the stats. Now, the team wasn't the greatest in any means. We were a very mediocre type team. We would get wins, we would get points, but this formation is meant to help you survive. It is the survival tactic. Now, the one thing that we did do pretty well in is our passing percentage. We were at 88% there. Now, player-wise, once again, definitely wish we could have gotten a little bit more from our players, but once again, we were able to survive. That's the key to this tactic, just survive. Now, Mitrovic did put a lot of shots on net. Definitely was considering playing him at advanced forward, but ultimately I went with deep line forward just because Ademola Lookman was a better advanced forward option at the time. And Ademola Lookman actually did have a pretty solid season, as I will show you guys here. Now, Ademola Lookman, he had 15 goals and 6 assists. Mitrovic had 14 goals and 4 assists, so they were a pretty solid striker duo up there. Now, keep in mind, if you're using this formation with a team that is like Liverpool, PSG, any of them, they're obviously going to be able to score a lot more. But yeah, I mean, they did a pretty solid job. But Bobby Decordova-Reid, also fairly solid, 11 goals, 6 assists. Ruben Loftus-Cheek, 5 goals, 4 assists. Harrison Reed, 3 goals, 7. Mario Lemina, 2 and 2. Ivan Cavallero had 2 goals. Tosin Adarabioyo? That definitely isn't right. I'm just calling him Tosin. He had 2 goals and 1 assist. Andre Frank Zambo Anguissa had 1 goal and 2 assists. He actually became a very, very good player for us. Joachim Anderson had a goal and an assist. Kenny Tete had 2 assists. Anoma had an assist. Anthony Robinson had an assist. Ola Aina had 3 assists. Joe Bryan had 1. Tom Kearney had 4. Love Tom Kearney. But yeah, the team overall, they played solid, but very, very happy that they were able to stay up as well as win this Carabao Cup. That was absolutely massive. But like I said, please feel free, take screenshots, pause and copy it, I am going to attempt to link the formation down below in the description, so definitely make sure to check it out if you guys need a tactic to help you survive in your league. But that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I also stream over on Twitch with a Dynamo Moscow save, so if you guys like to check that out, feel free to do so. I stream at twitch.tv/ygormy. I will also link that down in the description. But until next time, have a good one. Bye-bye.